Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Purple Table Tarot. My name is Robin, and I will be reading for Cancer today. So, Cancer, today we're going to be doing a little different reading. We're not going to be doing the you and them, but we're going to be focusing solely on you, and then if a partnership does show up in the context, then of course I'll read what the cards are telling me. But ultimately, this is about kind of you and your home, your stability, what's coming towards you, what is in your past, what are you manifesting, what are your hopes, and all those things, okay? And we'll see it as we go through it. And then when this Palo Santo lights up, then we will cleanse the space. So I'm cleansing the cards, cleansing the space, and I've set out some malachite here just in case, you know, like that's the money stone. Could be looking into that. This could be about money, career, whatever it is that you're manifesting, okay? So this is for Cancer. And something else, I'm not going to clarify all the cards. I'm just going to pick one to clarify, okay? And then in the comments, you guys can tell me what you think about this reading. And if you know, if one clarification is fine, or if you're like, no, I want all the cards to be clarified. I was feeling like maybe when when I clarify all the cards, it actually makes the readings quite long. And so, so I wanted to shorten them up a little bit. And there's so much information in just one single card. So I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll clarify one card with 3 cards. And then if in the comments you guys are like, oh, I want to see more clarification, then I'll clarify, you know, all the cards, but just with 1 extra card. Okay. All right. So this is for Cancer. This is for Cancer. This is for all the Cancerians out there. Spirit, we ask that you bring us messages for Cancer's greatest and highest good at this time. This is for Cancer. This is for Cancer. This is for Cancer. This is for Cancer. Well, live and learn, right? Live and learn. In life, we are all running experiments, okay? We are all running experiments. Okay. And bottom of the deck energy, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So long-term stability, possibly commitment. I mean, long-term commitment typically. And it could be commitment to anything. It could even be commitment to a brand new venture, like a brand new career choice that you're going for. Because as we know, Pentacles relates to the tangibles, the here and now, the graspable, like the your known reality, the things that are a part of your foundation or a part of your livelihood, okay, like your coin. Okay, Cancer, so what is coming toward you? What is basically at your front door? And that is the Fool, which is awesome energy because it's like a brand new endeavor, a brand new cycle is starting, okay? So that's really exciting. And then what is hidden? What is beneath you here? And what could also be supporting, like what is supporting this energy and this new endeavor? And that's the Ace of Pentacles. Like you couldn't get any better than that. Brand new start, brand new seed. You're planting the seed to get going, okay? So what is your unconscious past? Your unconscious past here is the Justice. So, you know, maybe in situations such as this, whatever it is that you're starting a new path on, like with a goal in mind, you know, there can be some unconscious past experiences that maybe you haven't fully processed regarding truth and balance and fairness, okay? So that's something that is in the back of your mind about on this new endeavor, you're wanting to be treated fairly and you're also wanting others to treat you fairly, okay, in this new journey that you're going on, okay? And what you do know about your past when it has come to situations such as this, because it looks like this could possibly be a goal that you have tried before. Perhaps you're planting the seed for a new relationship, planting the seed for a new career move, but you're starting a new cycle, okay? And what you do know about the past experiences such as this, in your experiments of life, is that you've experienced pain and grief in these kinds of things before, okay? So that really makes sense that your unconscious or maybe even, you know, conscious goal in the back of your mind is that you want to, when you're starting out on this, when you're moving towards this, you're wanting to keep like a very fair and balanced approach, all right? Because, you know, perhaps in the past, things weren't fair and balanced. Perhaps in the past with goals and endeavors such as the one that you have in mind, perhaps you gave too much or you were settling for too little when it was supposed to be kind of an equal exchange, okay? And that has really led to some past experiences that you're very well aware of that is like, that hurts and that sucked. And so this time around, I really want to keep this fair and equal give and take in mind here, okay? Now, what are you manifesting, okay? What are you unconsciously manifesting? And I mean, you couldn't get a stronger card in the manifestation section, right? So, you know, what are you unconsciously manifesting for your future? Well, more manifestation energy, like really taking in right now, gathering in all of your elements about you so that you can feel, you know, fully supported, you know, speaking in your truth, clear thought, clear vision, you know, clear heart, clear mind, and just having balance between all the four elements of your life, you know, emotions, thoughts, feelings, tangibles, and action. So that's like the unconscious thing. So it looks like in the unconscious here, it's like you really have like a very sturdy and strong approach to what it is that you're going to be doing. Now, what are you consciously manifesting? So you're consciously manifesting perhaps continuing to try in a particular direction. The Fool would indicate a brand new cycle. So are you trying to do a cycle over that you've done before, but trying it in a brand new way? That's a possibility. you know, but it's like there's this, it's like you're consciously manifesting like effort, you know, which that seems more in alignment with experiences that you've had before where you were carrying the load, all right? You were the one continuing to try and like, you know, being the one that's like, okay, well, I'm going to carry it all and I'm going to get us to the get this goal, carry my team, carry this relationship, whatever the case may be, further up the mountain. Now, if this is a full-on solo journey, then this makes sense, right? You know, if it's just you and yourself trying to make this happen, yeah, nobody else is helping you carry these ones, right? But within this energy, it's like, you know that you have had a tendency to be hurt in the past, right? Probably when you carried too much. And so while you're trying something again, starting off on a new journey, there's still this conscious energy moving forward, maybe doing it the same way. Because what we have here is like 10 of Wands, it's like all these different aspects of ourself, but we're putting our whole self in there, you know, and, you know, probably wearing a lot of different hats when it comes to these endeavors and these goals, whatever it may be. You will know what that is, okay? So that's really interesting here. In the subconscious, you have really good supporting energies, and in the consciousness, it looks like, you know, I feel like the more that you keep this in mind, the more that you focus on this, you know, oh, well, I did that in the past and it just brought me this grief, then this new journey is going to feel like this. As long as we move forward in our lives, thinking about all the times we were hurt in the past and, you know, failed at certain endeavors, then it will feel like a slog, you know, like we're doing so much and that's not paying back. It's not giving in equal measure, okay? So that's important to pay attention to, Cancer. It's really important to pay attention to in moving forward. Maybe trying to bring these energies more to the forefront, because this is what's driving you on an unconscious level here. Okay. So we have hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams. So there's this devil energy. Are you hoping to go after the same goal, maybe in a different way, but still trying for the same thing that didn't work out before, but you're still holding it as a hope and a dream? You know, and this is, you know, what is your unconscious hope and dream here? So it's like for anyone to unconsciously, you know, want to manifest some sort of toxic, damaging hope and dream, that tells me that you're trying to make something work with someone that is not healthy, or in some area of your life that is not healthy or good for you. I mean, this could be anything. Let's say if it's a job and you're at a job and it's just like it hasn't been working out, but you really feel like you're very dedicated to the cause or whatever this agency or business stands for. Maybe the vision and the mission is really close to your heart, but the actual environment and the actual agency or business company that you're at is not a healthy work environment. So they're gonna be like, okay, well, I'm just gonna bring more of my A game. So that's an example. with regard to a relationship. Like, okay, I really want to manifest. I really want to see this toxic relationship through. You know, gosh, I just love this person so much. And when we feel that way about people, when it's just like we can't quite get past this push and pull energy, this unequal give and take, like there's like an imbalance of resonance, like you can't quite get on the same page, but you're over here being like, okay, yeah, it really hurt last time when we tried to get on the same page, but we couldn't, and it just like took a dive, you know. But this time around, I'm going to try again. I'm just going to try harder. And the thing is, what you might not be seeing, because this is on the unconscious side, is that, yeah, you may love this person and all of the things, you know, you want like all the positive stuff, but if the universe isn't bringing you together in a very like flowing, cohesive way, in whatever that looks like for you guys, and there's just like dissonance happening, that's an indicator to us that this isn't meant for us, you know? And so what you could not be seeing is the actual toxic nature of the relationship or of the person that you are pursuing. Okay, and that's it's painful and it hurts, because a lot of times when we are doing that, we are trying to, you know, it's referred to as like the repetition compulsion, right? Like we're trying to heal very old wounds that are typically sustained in childhood with your caregivers, whoever they were, and trying to find healing, which is actually a very healthy goal, right? But trying to find healing in the same places that made you sick. And to give up on that is really painful. And also to even pull the wool off and recognize that on an unconscious level, like that's what's going on, is like, it really does open the floodgates. Okay. And so for your conscious hope and dream is the Knight of Pentacles. Absolutely, right? You want nothing positive, and you're so dedicated and patient. This is very slow moving energy, very patient energy, and also very dedicated, very committed. Like this knight is holding this pentacle like a shield, and it's like, this is my seed, like this is my goal, whatever this is, whatever this pentacle represents for me. I mean, you want to also consider whether or not you're hiding something behind it. Not that you intentionally are, because like with the Knight of Pentacles, it's like all the intentions are really good, you know? But I do feel like in the Knight of Pentacles energy that on some unconscious level, because they're being held back. And they're being held back and moving so slowly on account of what they don't quite know consciously, but can feel, right? So despite all this energy in the very conscious known realm for you, there could be a part of you that is moving very slowly towards this again, because you know deep down that it's not right, you know. But I think ultimately, like your conscious hopes and dreams, given that the Knight of Pentacles is here, it's like, if you're attaching this goal of being happy, whether it be in a job or a relationship or whatever, right? That want for the quality that this tangible, this person, this whatever it is would in your imagination, in your mind, would bring you this, all the like love, stability, like equal give and take, like all the positive things that you're attaching to whatever it is. I feel like if you just keep the end goal of the feeling of being fulfilled, the experience of being loved, the experience of being stable, instead of attaching it to a person or a particular job, then that is when we clear the path to draw in what is actually meant for us that's going to meet that need. The need of being in a stable job, the need of being in a stable, loving relationship, the need of having, a healthy self and family, like any kind of goal that you're starting on, new journey, new path, like new cycle. If you keep the qualities in mind, that is going to open up the tractor beam, right? And then the universe will provide, because look at you here, manifesting your future. Okay? You want to manifest the qualities and the feeling and the experience, rather than being like, well, it's only going to be Bob, or it's only going to be Jan that's for me. This is kind of funny. It's only going to be these people that can provide this. Or it's only going to be, this job, right? It's kind of like open to it and embracing it, but not being attached to what the actual object is, right? The object that is perceived to be the keeper of that, all those lovely qualities that you have every right to have in your life. Stability, love, all those things. Okay. And so I think with the Knight of Pentacles energy supporting those hopes and dreams, that's great. That's great. And you already know that you have the stamina and the perseverance, right? And you know from past experiences what pitfalls there can be, okay? So let's see here. This card here is, what does your protection look like? What, not necessarily are you protected, but what's covering you? What's protecting you? And what is protecting you is your inner knowing. You are your own guru, okay? You are your own guru. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. And when you trust yourself and you take the time that you need to take in order to heal this pain that you are definitely aware of, and really just be there for yourself when it comes to, being open to these goals and, being open to the end result, but not clinging to any one particular thing, like I said before. But this is such powerful energy. It's healing, it's inner knowing, trusting, also knowing when to take a break, to step back and go inward, and just really be with yourself in that process. That is what is going to protect you and help guide you. Ultimately, this is going to help guide you. I mean, look at him. He's got his little, the guiding light. And this guiding light here in the Hermit card represents our own inner guiding light, okay? So that's that. I think this is, like, honestly, if this was my reading, I would want this to be at the top, because that's really, really powerful energy. And it's a major arcana. Okay, so then the outcome. The outcome is the Nine of Cups, all right? So the Nine of Cups indicates like, you know, it's like a gregarious energy. It's a fun, loving energy. It's very, it shares. This energy really shares. Like when I see this card, I think of the fun dinner party, you know, or even say, for instance, if you were like a vendor and you were going to be going and sharing your wares with everybody, and you're connecting with the community and, you know, selling your jewelry or selling your craft, whatever it is, you know, it's like, you're like, here, look at my stuff, you know, isn't this cool? And like, just having a fun, open energy. The other aspect of this card is, you know, you know, it is kind of the fake it till you make it card. So I can see how this outcome energy here could be in alignment with, while you were on your path, you know, this could be an energy that you can carry with you from time to time. Whatever the goal is, you know, and faking it till you making it, till you make it. I think that as long as you keep the, you know, there's this book, right? It's called Open to Desire, Embracing a Lust for Life by Mark Epstein. It's a fantastic book. And he's a Buddhist psychologist. And he talks about that very thing of, whenever we are pursuing something, that what we want to hold in mind is not the attachment to the object, but the quality that we're drawing in, the qualities, the experiences that we want to have. But they're not glued to one particular place or thing or person. And so with this, given that this all stands with like some gregarious energy, there's something about it that's also very like, okay, like what's coming next, you know, like who's going to be coming to my dinner party? Like, I know who I invited, or who's going to show up at the market today, you know? And it's like kind of being open and chatting it up with anybody, not with anybody, but, you know, just being there, being present, right? And then when you're in this, along your path here, I think it's important to pay attention to what works and what doesn't, what hits the same as it used to, you know, what doesn't hit quite the same. And what I mean by that is, like, in this energy, we're trying out things that we've tried before that have been successful. And that makes perfect sense when we're starting a brand new cycle. And because it's like, you know, okay, let's do this. This has worked before. But the thing is when you're in the Nine of Cups energy, you can try those things, and then you might be like, oh, that didn't feel as good as it did last time, or, you know, but wonder what this is gonna do. So there's a fake it till you make it energy here. So you want to be aware of your own authenticity, because when we are in alignment with our authenticity, then that's when we attract the things that are meant for us. And that's very important. It's very important. Okay. Because if we put ourselves out there, if we start anew on a new voyage, a new cycle, but we're kind of going about it in a very inauthentic way, then we're going to draw in all kinds of things that don't resonate with who we truly are. Okay? So with this, it's like, yeah, gregarious, fun, open, playful, but also mindful about not being inauthentic. Okay? You want to be authentic with yourself. So that is the reading. And so what I'm thinking I'd like to clarify is the devil energy. What is it you're unconsciously manifesting or not, yeah, it's like an unconscious hope and dream. Unconscious hope and dream for a toxic situation. What's that about, right? So let's see. Okay. What is this devil energy? What is this unconscious toxic hope and dream? The hope in the dream might not. The hope in the dream isn't toxic, but I really do get the sense that what you're attaching it to is, right? Okay. What is up with this? The devil. The devil. The devil. The devil. Okay. So I'm thinking, okay, and bottom of the deck energy is Two of Cups. So I'm thinking that this is about, you know, if it's a work situation, I'll read it in both terms, but work and relationship or a partnership with a particular person, a partnership with a particular agency, company, workplace, whatever, okay? Now, you have, you know, I get, so you're trying to manifest this new cycle, but you're still manifesting, or you're still chasing the same thing, all right? And this thing that you were chasing in the past, or you're working toward in the past, was not coming together. And like I said, when it doesn't come together, then it's just not meant for you. And not like, oh, see that super awesome job over there? That's not meant for you. Or see that super hot person over there that you've really been wanting forever and ever? They're not meant for you. It's not like that. It's whatever you have projected onto these objects of desire, what they actually have to offer is not right for you, right for your health, right for your wellness, for your coin, for your heart, whatever. That's the difference, okay? So what you were manifesting, or what you were hoping and dreaming for, the way that this showed up for you that made it toxic was dishonesty, imbalance, conflict, and basically like shutting down on you. You know, if we're going to pursue something or someone and we get this kind of response, no. You can't trust this person or this workplace or whatever it is. If, you know, the thing that you tried for again, because that's what this energy is telling me, that you're trying again for the same object, for the same thing. And what if you don't take anything else away from this reading other than this, is it's not the object that you need to pursue. It's what you know and believe and like want in your heart for the qualities of that, the lived experience of being stable, the lived experience of being loved in a very honest and reciprocal, deep way, you know? See the difference? So, yes. Yeah. Don't go for this thing that, you know, unconsciously it's like you're wanting to manifest that again. And the thing is that if unconsciously there is a want to right a wrong, and there's a repetition compulsion, the next person or job that you actually do get involved with, even if it's not the same person or even the same agency, of course it wouldn't be the same agency, it's going to be the same type of shit. It's going to be the same type of toxic bullshit. Okay? And so the thing is that learning to recognize and taking your time, which is really good and strong energy, and listening to your inner guidance, your inner knowing, because you've been around this block, okay? You've been around this block many times, and so you know what to look for. Pay close attention. Trust your inner knowing. Trust it. Trust it. Because when there has been toxicity in our past, and you know, a lot, whatever the amount of toxicity, there can be a tendency to not trust yourself, especially if you've been gaslighted in your family of origin, gaslit in like past relationships with significant others. That takes such an incredible toll on your ability to trust your inner knowing. Okay? And so that's the advice here. Trust your inner knowing, because you are wiser than you think, you know, or wiser than you may have experienced yourself to be. Yeah. You know, there's been grief in the past, but I feel like the more you go inward and pay attention to those past things, fully grieve those past things, like grieve it. And grief isn't something that we just like, either we have it or we don't have it, you know? It's just something that's there. But the thing is that it's kind of like a passing cloud. Like, you know, in the beginning, it's like the clouds are like dark and stormy, and it's like sometimes it just feels like the rain is never going to end, right? And then over time, they become like passing clouds, and then they pass faster, and then we'll have whole days where there aren't any clouds in the sky, right? So it goes like that. It's like it'll ease up, you know, but if you pay attention and really just integrate the lessons that you learned through that healing and through that grieving, and trust your inner knowing, then you know what to look for, so that you're not continuing to draw in, or somehow something about that job or something about that excuse me something about that person just hooks you, and it hooks you on an unconscious level. And there's, like that I was saying before, the repetition compulsion is an unconscious want to heal an old wound. Maybe if I just get this boss's approval, it'll be like getting approval from my parent that was so disapproving, right? If only I can get this partner to love me, then I will finally have healed that wound of not feeling loved by my primary caretaker. You know, it's all there. It's all in the soup, you know? But, you know, that's at play here, okay? So trust yourself, listen to your inner knowing, take as much time as you need to take on your new fool's journey, and be open and light and receptive and not fixated. on any one particular person, place, or thing. Okay? So that's it for the tarot portion, and I'm going to pull some animal cards for you. Or a animal card. That's what I'm going to do. Just one. Snow leopard, self-reliance. What were we saying? What's protecting you is your hermit energy. Self-reliance, relying on your inner truth. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. Right? Let it unfold. Let it come to you. You don't need to chase anything. You don't need to chase anything. What is meant for you will never pass you by. And the reason that things keep coming in that are like, oh my God, why do I keep getting the same type of job, or this, I get into these things, and and it's like, or in these relationships, the reason that those things keep coming in is not any fault of your own. It's because there is a lesson still that hasn't been learned. There's just something that is just like needing to switch. So when you see those red flags in a toxic work environment or a toxic relationship or anything else like that, you know what to do. Don't talk yourself out of it. Don't make excuses for it. Be like, okay, I see you, and keep it moving. Okay? All right. Well, Cancer, I really hope that helped, and I will see you next time. Okay.